Yo, what's up guys, JBH here and welcome back to NBA 2K18 where today we are going up against Golden State. We managed to get the win in the opening game of this series against, well, this season series I guess you could say, against the Golden State Warriors, but it's always difficult going up against them. This time though we are going up against the Warriors at home at the Amway Center, so hopefully should make it a little bit easier. But desperately need a win as we've had multiple really bad losses in a row. As you can see there, 2 losses by plus 10. Well, that's 9 points, but virtually 10 points. So you have to sort something out here. Alright, let's jump straight into it.
Drums. There we go.
So I have to say, when I
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm joined by the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Magic in Orlando. The Magic come into this one following a loss to the Thunder. They haven't competed at the level they'd like over the last week or so, just 1 win in 5 games. And tonight, get ready for some highlights. 2 lightning-quick, high-flying clubs. Kenny, when you have teams as athletic as these, how can one side carve out an advantage?
Poise. That's it. You want to be athletic, but you also want to be level-headed. You got to have a combination of the two. You got to execute your plays, and you just don't rely on your physical gifts because that could be detrimental.
And not only that, AMB, FAE.
What's that?
Avoid mistakes, be fast and efficient.
Wow. FMB.
Where did you come up with that?
FAE?
AMB, FAE.
Okay.
Avoid mistakes,
Okay.
be fast and efficient.
God, man, that's quick and fast and
It's
hurt.
going to be an exciting matchup. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay.
You're the first person who's ever said that.
AMB.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And a stirring rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner by the terrific Linda Lynn, getting us ready for NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Hi everyone, this is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter David Aldridge. Last game for the Warriors, they pick up the W against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And we all know in a hostile environment, always tough, but they were the better team on that night.
I absolutely love the fire they showed on the road. You really could tell they wanted that one.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, when Kevin Durant came into the NBA, he fudged a little about his height. He told the team staffer to list him at 6'9". He said, "I thought it was cool to say that I'm a 6'9" small forward. That's the prototypical size for a small forward." Of course, guys, he was selling himself short. He confessed that he was reported at 6'10"3/4 with no shoes. So with his shoes on, he's 7 feet tall. Kevin?
And KD is certainly a rarity, DA. His length and height and athleticism makes him a nightmare for any team he goes up against. Well, we always hear from NBA players that a win is a win. But, Chris, in all honesty, do some wins mean a lot more to players than others during the regular season?
You know, I know it sounds cliche, but not really. That really is the truth. You know, you may have 1 or 2 games that mean more.
All right,
maybe
here we go.
Christmas, maybe against a rivalry, an old player, but But you have to understand this. The whole mentality of lasting in this league is not to get 2 up or 2 down. If you get 2 up because you're playing against the Lakers,
No, oh my God,
you know,
wow,
you're going
okay.
to lose against the Pistons the next night because you're not respecting them the same. You have to respect every team, fear every team the same. And so just circling one in red kind of
Okay,
shows
that
that you're
was
not
a
respecting the next
weird
team,
play.
which sets
Screwed
up
up
for a
there.
letdown. And so I think that's a
Take
good
2, I
practice
guess.
to have. Every game means the same, but human nature kicks in, and some are going to mean more than others.
That is really interesting. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And Golden State looking at who they've got. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Clay in the backcourt. Durant and Draymond Green, talented forward duo. And it's McGee in at the 5, roaming the paint. And the shot goes in. Thompson's got his first points of the game.
The advanced in-between games, just another thing that makes Thompson so dangerous.
Pass to Isaac. Gordon against Green. Kicks it to Augustine. Lock at 6. Back to Gordon.
Yes.
And good. Coming
Well
in on
played,
the
lads.
by DJ Augustine.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
Curry kicks to Green. Here's the screen.
Man, I sound like the biggest white guy
Back to
when I play
Curry.
this game.
From deep.
No way.
From beyond the arc and
No
then
way.
some. Curry's got 5 now.
A nice start for them
Freaking
offensively.
what the
3 or
fuck?
4 to kick things off.
And the replay brought to you by Under Armour, the Unleash Chaos moment, giving us a better perspective on just how far behind the line he was on that 3 ball. Now, here's Vucevic. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
The active defense making things very hard on him as he goes in for the layup.
Thompson misses.
Yes.
Magic have gone 1 of 3
Out the
for
way
the
with
field
it.
to start
Come
this
on,
one
lads.
so far. Vucevic dishes to Fournier.
No, it was meant to go to fucking.
Augustine passes to Vucevic. Lets it go from deep.
Come on, get in.
And
Oh,
it's
for fuck's
Curry
sake.
with the
That was
rebound.
supposed to go to freaking Gordon. I don't know why the
Down
hell.
low. Here's
Sorry.
Durant. And Kevin
It
Durant
was
with the
supposed to go
slam.
to I
Recognizing
don't even know.
the
It's just fuck's sake. Pass it to the guy.
defensive
I'm
Curry
asking him to
quickly
leave.
locates the open man.
And the Warriors bringing back the band coming into this season. Durant took $9 million less than
No,
the
what the
max. That
fuck?
enabled them to bring back every big-time contributor from their 2017 championship roster.
And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just
So
didn't
annoying.
get squared up with his feet.
Fuck out of my way.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far
Thank
in the
you.
first quarter.
And the Warriors not just re-signing their own free agents, they went out and got some other guys. Omri Caspi and Swaggy P. Hard to believe, but they might be even better than last year.
Oh, probably isn't a better catch and shoot player in the game. Steph right on time once again.
And Augustine kicks to Fournier.
No.
Gordon the pass to Augustine. They set the pick. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
How was that out of
Let's take a look at
bounds,
Steph
bro? What the
Curry's
fuck,
numbers.
man?
How his last 10
Come
games have
on.
gone. Second in assists, 9th in steals, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And going back to him being second in assists, it's his ability to control the pace of the game. His
Bro, where is this
peripheral vision,
defense even,
that
like,
makes him such
existing
a
right
great
now?
floor leader.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Last time in Oakland, they lost to the Warriors.
Yeah, and in a hostile environment, they did not rise to the occasion, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, they allow way too many easy buckets. I thought they lacked toughness and energy all night.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Spates checked in for Isaac. Simmons comes in for Fournier. And it's Payton in for Augustine. Here's Curry, following the basket by Alfred Payton. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Well, one book that is out on Curry is that you can body him and knock him around off the ball. Chris, a lot of teams feel that if you can beat him up as he comes off a screen, he'll be far less productive. What do you think?
Well, whether it's true, not true, fair, unfair, Curry's definitely getting banged around.
So done already.
Watch him off the ball in some games. He gets grabs, push, pull, you name it. Look, if you let Sean Livingston get to the free throw line and in, I mean, you might as well just be a layup. He has become lights out with that nice turnaround jumper from that range. Hand in his face, doesn't matter.
And Livingston is incredibly lethal from that
Yes.
mid-range spot. He's perfected it, especially, Chris, since he likes to drag the smaller guards down to that range.
Oh, yeah. Livingston knows where his spots are on the floor, and he goes right to them. It's a big reason why his shooting percentage is high for a point guard. He's just a very smart player who knows how to make the most of his game.
So it's the Warriors now, following the bucket by Orlando. Just 5 on the clock. Shots
For
good by
fuck's
Iguodala.
sake.
And from the
How?
opening tip,
We'd be
they
lucky to
just
shoot one,
crushed it.
and
You
half of them
see
will be
it
open.
now
These guys have
on
shot
the
like
scoreboard.
7,
Yeah,
and they're all freaking
particularly
guarded.
on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Now here's Spates. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Oh, of
Tried
course
to
he
come
misses.
right back
Fucking
with the
hell,
3
mate.
of his own, but it's no good. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Nice open look, but it's no good. Payton against Curry. Now the pass to Vucevic. Gordon dishes to Spates.
No, what the fuck?
And Simmons kicks to Payton. Back to Simmons. And it's
Wow,
denied.
blocked, of course.
Curry on the wing. All sorts of time. Another miss by Curry.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
No,
Well, that just
my
shows
God,
you can do
just
everything
dribble
right
to the
sometimes,
rim.
but still get the wrong
Don't
result.
stop. I'm literally just
Iguodala
holding
kicks
the
to
thing
Livingston.
straight to the rim. Like, come on.
Over Simmons. Pachulia with the screen on Gordon. Iguodala's drive. No good that time.
We actually
The Magic
score
trail
on
by
this
12.
drive. Hey.
Payton outside.
Okay, are we going to run a play, or are we just going to stand around? Okay.
Passes to Spates. Dishes it to Simmons. Feeds to Vucevic. Over Pachulia. And no good trying to get that one. And so it's the Golden State Warriors
down by
enjoying
freaking
a
12.
12-point lead as they talk things over during the break.
No idea.
And
I
then
just
Sharp from
don't
beyond the
underst-
arc putting
I
on a
don't-
terrific
Ugh.
three-point shooting display. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Like, I just don't know
And
what
the
I can do any
basketball
different.
bloodlines
Like,
of
honestly.
Klay Thompson. He tells us how his father and brother have become
Like,
so
I'm
involved
literally
with his
playing-
success.
Dad always watches more film than me.
Okay, that's trying to...
Yeah, you know, it's great to have that blend of support and competitiveness around you really your whole life.
Yeah, you
I
can
just
try
can't,
to
like,
put
off
a
the
little
ball,
something
the
over on your
computer
coaches from time and again.
player, like the
even your
AI,
teammates, maybe.
it's just
But
not
family,
cooperating.
they'll check you every
You know, I
time.
feel like I have to play with whoever's off the ball. So
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And, guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Yeah, closing down the lane, closing out on perimeter shooters. Interesting
God.
first quarter.
They've got Simmons. Hezonja's out there with Gordon. Then there's Elfrid Payton, and it's Spates in at the center filling out the middle. That's who's out there for Orlando. Now here's Pachulia looking for his first basket still in this
yeah,
one.
no worries.
Here's Livingston in
Blocked.
a wide
Oh,
open
no.
look for Iguodala. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Iguodala's got the lead up to 12 now for the Warriors. No one near Payton as he
Come
lets
on,
it go.
surely.
They get it again. And it's
Oh my
Gordon
God,
missing.
just go in the
great effort
fucking
there. That's
basket,
how
my
you
God.
defend the paint.
How
Yeah, he
hard?
has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect
Where's
the
the
rim.
defense?
Livingston with it. Guarded by Simmons. Young pass to Curry.
I'm sorry,
Some
but
nice
the
passing by
Magic
Golden
is just
State
dead
here.
right
Kicks
shit.
it out to
Like,
Iguodala. He
you
feeds
have
it
to
to Curry.
change the difficulty down after this shit. This is ridiculous.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Gordon. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. And it's Gordon
Yes.
finishing it off.
Leaving the rest of the field in the dust.
But while he's out there making the play, everyone else is watching. Solid individual effort.
Orlando making some changes. Isaac's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Fournier comes in for Simmons, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Elfrid Payton. And then for Golden State, JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. Draymond Green comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Klay Thompson in for Curry. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, jump shot, and athleticism. It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. DA, thank you. Here's Fournier, the Warriors making the shot. Back to Spates, and the
yes,
slam dunk by
managed to
Spates.
thread that one through.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Now, here's Livingston, screened by Young. Livingston dishes to Thompson. Off target with his 3.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best
Take
laid
the
plans,
shot,
right?
my God.
Well, I'll tell you right there,
Holding
though,
it like
that's
5
one they'll
seconds.
take every single time.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Magic shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
Now, here's Livingston. Thompson outside. Green left side. Livingston kicks to Green. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got his 3rd assist on the night. Well, so many teams rely on the pick and roll and run it with big men. Chris, which big man do you feel does a great job of running the pick and roll right now?
Well, I think you have to go up there to Lob City. You have to look at Blake Griffin, the way that he can handle, stop and pop, knock the shot down. But also, if you go for a pump fake, you will get dunked on with him flying down that lane. Anthony Davis, the fact that Davis can step back, hit that jump shot, but also attack the basket. He's another one that can do it. And then Tristan Thompson, when he has it rolling and he gets that ball from the middle off of LeBron pick and roll. He's great at finding the shooters, Kevin Love, or another shooter in the corner, but also he'll dunk on you with the best of them. So those 3 guys come to mind when they talk about finishing strong on the pick and roll.
Here is Augustine after the made shot from Klay Thompson.
That's how you come down with the man's rebound. He positioned himself perfectly to snatch that board away.
From outside, off the mark.
He's been off target for the most part, but it hasn't held them back as a unit.
Pass to Spates. To the wing on the left. Now here is Augustine. He's covered by Livingston. And Augustine kicks to Hezonja. Back to Augustine. Launches it.
Where can't I?
The Magic again can't hit. Warriors leading by 13. Here's Livingston. And a big bounce off the rim, but
I'm so fucking done with this game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific.
It's just, it's so frustrating. Like the one time I actually start getting decent looks or trying stuff, I can't time my shots.
Up in that one. The defense constantly breaking down way too many times.
Yeah, I'm with you. Disgraceful performance and an issue that might be tricky to fix.
The Magic making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. And then for Golden State, Kevin Durant's checked in for Young. And it's Stephen Curry in for Sean Livingston. And so here is Golden State. The Magic knocking down the tray. Green, the pass to Curry. And it's DJ Augustine.
Stop. What the fuck?
That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Well, you better watch it. He doesn't want to pick up a 3rd foul before halftime.
Some changes for Golden State. Pachulia comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Iguodala in for Green. To the middle. Stolen. And it's out of bounds.
Yes.
Last touch by Curry. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for the Warriors.
They are shooting the lights out from beyond on really limited attempts. So you have to think they ought to feed those hot hands on the perimeter and see if they can keep this thing going.
Green, he's checked in for Pachulia. Here's Hezonja. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Now the feed to Augustine. And a miss
Oh,
there
come
with a
on,
chance to
dude.
cut
Get
the lead to
under the
single
rim.
digits. Fournier against Thompson. He dishes it to Iguodala. The screen from Thompson. Curry outside. And the Warriors miss again. The Magic trail by 12. Now Augustine. He has 7. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Augustine's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Oh, simple screen, but there was a defensive mix-up that left the man wide open.
And so we wrap up the first half. Warriors.
All right, that's halftime, down by 10.
Okay, David,
no
much
change
appreciated.
between the
And now
first
time
and
for
second
halftime.
quarters.
So
This
we'll
is
be
just,
back in just a bit.
The 2K
frustrated
Sports
right now with
halftime
this
show.
game.
We so hope you enjoyed our first half.
I mean,
Ernie Johnson,
it's not the game.
What
it's
a
just
start it
the
was for
Magic is
Stephen Curry.
Well, I don't
He
even know.
had
I haven't
9
played
points,
anyone
4
else
assists,
besides
and
the Magic,
2
but
rebounds. Hey, big fella, what you
it
think
seems
on
the
Golden
Magic are
State
pretty
so far?
fucking useless
I
on
don't
this
think
game. I mean,
anyone
look at that,
expected to see such
39%
numbers from
goal
the bench,
field goal
you know.
percentage.
And that will
So I'm just skipping through this shit. I'm so done.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, and sometimes you find yourself in a role you're not comfortable with, but his pass.
Warriors leading by 10. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Offense and defense with Durant and Draymond at the 3 and the 4. The sharpshooters Curry and Thompson are at the 1 and the 2. And it's McGee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. There's Green with the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Man, why did you fall?
Green's
Why
got
did
the
you?
first points of the second half here
had
for the
him.
Warriors. Well, you just watch the way that Klay Thompson shoots, and you're surprised when the ball doesn't go in.
I mean, one thing with Klay, too, in his shot, he believes it's always going to go in. More importantly, so does his teammates. And he's got that shooter's mentality where he just will continue to trust in his mechanics. And I don't think he gets enough credit for just how hard he works to maintain that shot.
Pass to Isaac. Takes a 3. The shot, no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Thompson takes a
Wow,
big high
fuck's
bounce and
sake,
goes
man.
in.
How?
Thompson's got 6 points.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Augustine dishes to Fournier. Here's Isaac. He's covered by Thompson. Gordon a screen. Pass to Isaac. Good ball movement here by the Magic. 5 to shoot. Out of bounds.
Oh, for
Golden State
fuck's
takes
sake,
possession.
stop running out. That's so
Okay,
stupid.
with this break, let's run down the point guards.
Oh,
the most
my
assists
God.
in the past 10 games. Second, Stephen Curry.
And these are the best passers in the NBA.
Bruh,
no
seriously,
question
man.
about it. Every one of them is willing and able to be the floor general out there and make sure the offense is running at full speed.
Everybody knows these guys take pride in their leadership. They know it's their responsibility to orchestrate the offense whenever they're on the floor.
And
Oh,
Aaron
for
Gordon
fuck's
gets the whistle
sake,
that time.
man.
That's his first foul.
Why did I do that? I'm playing like shit, which means when I play like shit, that means that this team has absolutely
Green,
no
the
chance.
screen.
Because they're
And
already
Thompson
thinking
kicks to
shit.
Curry.
Oh, look, there's no one there to
And the
fucking
3 off
rebound.
target.
Thank God that
The
shit
Magic
was.
trail by 13. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And Fournier kicks to Gordon. Payton outside. Launches a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. He has 5.
And a good job taking what the D gives him. He's not going to pass it up with that much space.
Green, the screen. And Curry has it in the corner. The basket good off the assist
fuck's
from
sake,
Durant.
man.
Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
His confidence level is through the roof today. It usually is anyway, but even by Curry standards, this has been incredible.
Spates checked in for Fournier. Then for the Warriors, Young comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Picked by Vucevic. Payton passes to Vucevic. And there it is.
Oh, yes.
Well, that's just a great start to the half for them. Their offense is clicking, and they have made 3 of their first 4 shots.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Chris, you were the #1 overall draft pick back in 1993. We've seen a lot of greats taken with that pick, but it also seems that those #1 picks who aren't as successful face a lot of pressure, a lot of criticism. There's a lot on your plate to handle. Can you talk about that for us?
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure for some players being the #1 pick. But I've always laughed and I've thought about players that maybe people say maybe they were a bust, maybe this player wasn't good. Well, I think you should go back and look at the GM that picked him. I mean, the GM is the guy that assesses talent, So when there were a few players that were picked #1, and many players said, "What are you doing? We've played against him. We would never pick him #1." So before that, I think the NBA is about opportunity and situation. Look at a guy like Chauncey Billups. He went to Boston. He didn't do well at Boston. They called him a malcontent, said he couldn't play, and then he ended up being one of the best leaders that the game had. And so this game is all about situation and opportunity. Can you find the right fit? That's why if you're a player, you can't let frustration get to you. You have to continue to work hard, continue to prove your game, because when you play, you're auditioning for the other teams in the league as well. They're saying, wait a minute, we see his unique talent, skills, and we see his unique skill set, and we could use him. And so many times you just have to wait for the right position in the right situation.
Thompson misses. The Magic trail by 6. Here's Gordon.
I'm talking about right there. They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
That's just great all-around teamwork. Now, let's see if they can find a way to come away with the victory here.
McGee a screen. Iguodala kicks to Young. The dish to McGee. Now here's Livingston, covered by Payton. Shot clock at 3. On its way from Young for 2.
No way! No fucking way!
By 6.
That is bullshit.
I want to repeat. Despite the points, they got to get a better shot than that.
Outside, Simmons. He kicks it to Payton. Fires from deep.
Yes.
The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And that's now 11 points for Elfrid Payton.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
Look, the defender has to try to stay in Clay's jersey, especially on the catch and shoot.
Gordon goes in, and Aaron Gordon gets the whistle.
Oh, how? What the f?
That's foul number 2
of course it's that fucking
great defense there.
Oh my god, I'm so done with this shit.
Got there first.
Hezonja, he's checked in for Vucevic.
How his feet were
Green,
nowhere near set, man. Come
Stephen
on.
Curry comes in for Sean
He's
Livingston.
freaking running alongside me,
kicks
for
to
fuck's sake.
Iguodala. McGee sets the pick for Iguodala. Shoots over Spates. Here's McGee. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content. It's going to be on Maurice Spates.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Warriors shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Oh, in just a few years, it's safe to say Steve Kerr is
It worked so hard to get it within 3, and now we're back up
Isaac's
to 7.
checked in for Orlando. Augustine comes in for Payton. Spade sets a screen for Augustine. Stolen by McGee.
My God.
And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And it's
Spates
with
the
rebound.
block.
Wow, he just does everything right there except hit the layup.
And for Kerr, rare is it to see someone jumping from the commentator booth into being one of the top coaches in the NBA.
Well, we all knew that Steve had a great mind for
Yes.
basketball. So
Yes.
It's surprising to see his success. It's just rare to see a coach have this much success so quickly. I mean, it seems like he's making coaching look easy.
McGee a screen.
Is that only a 2?
Over in the corner, Green. And again, no good by Golden State.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding you.
No, I mean, there had to be a better option that time down the court. That's just a missed opportunity.
And we've reached the end of the third. The Warriors on top, leading by 5. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. And meanwhile, Frank Vogel talking to his team.
Play for each other, creators and receivers. Okay? Share the ball. Here we go.
On everyone on the same page offensively, Frank Vogel saying to each man, do it for your teammates.
And, you know, I love the
All right,
fact
come
that
on,
he's
lads. We've got
promoting
it to within
the
5.
spirit,
Let's
the
go.
camaraderie between his guys. When they're working together, they are a lot harder to stop.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt. Isaac out there with Vucevic, and it's Hazonia in at the 3 slot.
no.
That's who's out there for Orlando. That's tipped.
Oh, he's got it back.
Steal. Inside. And Hazonia
Yes!
gets it to go. Hazonia's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Orlando. Warriors leading by 3. Curry kicks to Green. Inside.
No open
Here's
shots.
McGee.
Of course, there's
They
a.
tee
Oh,
that
wow,
time
he
to
missed it.
Vucevic.
Good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play
Ross,
perfectly.
yes!
Quick
Down by
reaction
1,
time.
come on.
And there's a pattern
What a comeback.
starting to take shape here. They're
Down by
working
15.
inside and getting
Which,
good shots.
when you're only
from
playing
close
6-minute
range.
quarters, is a
Iguodala
big
dishes to
climb,
Thompson.
mountain to climb.
Green, the screen. They set the screen. Iguodala.
Yes!
No good.
Yeah, that's just
my
poor
God, we can take the lead
decision
here.
making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I love to hear
Oh,
his explanation,
that would have
Coach,
been
right
it.
there.
Fuck, I timed
that
it
should
so
be
well
an
as well.
interesting conversation.
Curry against Augustine. And that'll be
Oh.
Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Gordon's checked in for the Magic. And Golden State also making a change. Kevin Durant's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And stolen by
Oh,
Fournier.
wow, steal. No, no.
Here's Isaac. Kicks it to Fournier.
All right, hold on, let's slow down a bit, slow down a bit.
To the inside.
Get in.
Vucevic.
Yes, we're in the lead. Oh, my God.
The Magic lead by 1.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Curry passes to Thompson. That one off the
Oh, my
back
God,
iron
we've
and
got the
out.
lead
He
now.
got plenty of space to square
Fourth
up
quarter,
and
let's
take
slow
that
it down
easy
a
shot.
bit.
But I don't
Oh, he's
understand
through.
why he faded away there.
Augustine. Gordon kicks to Vucevic.
No. All right, let's just hold
Hit
it,
by
waste a little bit
Vucevic.
more time.
Pass to Isaac. Vucevic up top. Gordon a screen for 3. Fournier.
Oh, that was not again perfectly
They get to take
timed.
on the Heat at Miami after this one. That will be the third of the 6-game road trip.
Yes.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Augustine kicks to Gordon. Fournier with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. 3-pointer Augustine.
Surely, come on.
That's all.
Yes!
And that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
This is
Yes!
not the same defensive team we saw in the first half. They are giving up way too many open looks.
All right. Come back from way behind to get back into
Now a
this one.
timeout called by Golden State.
Yeah, and the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Oh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break.
All right,
They
try
had
and
been
keep
getting
this
killed
momentum.
from long range
They can
tonight,
hold
and
the
he
lead
said
now. I
we
think we'll
can't
be good.
lose track of their shooter.
Oh, steal!
We're overpacking the lane, and we're leaving them wide open. Guys, we'll see if they can make the adjustment.
Oh, and the
On
foul.
the
Yes.
layup. 2 free throws now for him.
Come on. Aaron's not the best free throw taker, so if we can just get one here, I'll be happy. If we get both, it makes it a 3-score game.
Take a break.
With
Take
only
a break.
2.5 more.
2 shots.
Just under 3 minutes left. Come on. Yes, there's
He's real
one.
Good, Gordon.
Come on.
And Gordon
Oh,
drops them
both of them, yes.
Durant with it. It's a 6-point game. Outside Curry. Over in the corner, Green. And again,
yes!
And
My
they
gosh.
have their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Here's Augustine, and there's the pass to Gordon.
Yes! Oh my gosh.
In on the assist
Another.
by
Wow,
DJ
we're up by
Augustine.
8. We've gone
Yeah,
from
they're going to have a nice little
being
run
down
here.
by 15 to up by 8. What a comeback.
McGee a screen. Thompson dishes to Durant.
Oh, probably hit this one.
Trains the three-pointer.
Alright, so that gets him back within
Durant wanted
5.
the ball in that situation, and he got it. Great killer instinct shown from him, and he gives his team a huge score.
Picked by Vucevic. And Augustine kicks to Fournier. Vucevic is screen on Thompson. Fournier passes to Vucevic. He gets
Yes, and one.
His job to get to
Yes.
the rack before the D could get any help.
Is that,
from Kobe.
oh, Draymond Green again. Now, Vooch is pretty good for a big man when it comes to free throws. So. Peyton's drunk.
1 shot, gentlemen.
Oh, yes. So back up by 8.
Thompson. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. They set the pick. McGee a screen.
Come on.
Thompson dishes to Durant. Tries from 10. Rebounded by
Yes,
Vucevic.
there it is again.
Vucevic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Curry against Augustine. At the elbow, Vucevic. And
Boom!
Vucevic.
Yes!
And it's been about that
Up by
execution
10. I can't believe
offensively. I
we've
mean,
technically
they have been
scored.
Superb.
Yeah, and it's
Like,
been a
what
team
would
game,
be
a number
equivalent
of contributions.
from
Guys stay
25
focused. That's
to
why
none
the league continues
to
grow.
come back.
McGee a screen. And Thompson kicks to Curry.
Not
good on the
today.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, because you're spread out. It can be difficult to contest these shots, but not for him.
Pass to Isaac. Passes it to Vucevic. 4 on the clock. Three-pointer Augustine.
Really weird shot.
And
Oh my gosh.
Vucevic kicks to Fournier.
Got the ball back.
Now here is Augustine. Dishes it to Fournier. Feeds it to Vucevic. Back to Fournier. Deflects
no.
the pass.
Fuck.
Stolen by McGee.
And with the time remaining, I'm just not seeing it.
Well, you know they like to have some plays
In and
back,
out.
especially a couple of those stupid ones from earlier. But
Oh
I'll tell
my
you
gosh,
what,
we've got it.
they'll learn from
We've
this.
actually got it. I can't believe it.
And here's
We've
Augustine.
beat Golden State from being 15 points down. And, holy shit, man. I was so angry in the first half, but boy, is my mood
And
changed
so it's
now.
Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a
I
solid
don't even
performance,
understand what I'm
particularly
doing
here at
differently.
home.
I'm going to have to
I
go
think
back
they
and watch this to see
built
what
off
actually
that
changed.
edge of being here
I mean, we
and
just
played
literally
with
started
just a little
hitting
more
shots.
confidence than their opponent.
Started getting to the
And
paint
now let's
cleanly
catch up
without
with David
turning it
Aldridge,
over.
who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. With Elfrid Payton, bench was big tonight. How confident are you in their abilities?
Very confident. Those guys work on their games. They know that time's going to come, and then when the opportunity comes, they're ready for it. So I'm very confident in all my teammates.
Well, they had your back tonight, Elfrid. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.
Yeah, that is just
We'll see you
downright crazy. Well, let's go and have a look at the stats, because look at this, ready? Team comparison. Go to the first half, we had 14% on three-pointers, and then 39% on field goals. And then the second half was 40% on three-pointers, and then 64% on field goals. So, I mean, look at that. All yellow on our side. Everything except for steals, which we tied in. We still didn't even lose in that column. So, I mean, and then the first half is almost everything yellow on there. So it's just like, that's got to be the greatest comeback of any sport. Well, of any like NHL, NBA. I mean, I've had some pretty good comebacks on Madden, but not quite 15. Well, in NBA terms, 15 points. That's like, you know, almost 5 straight or 6 scores that I had to come back. Like a 6-score game that I had to come back and win from. So, man, there you go. 10-point win after a 15-point margin to gain in the first half. So I am seriously happy with that. Man, I'm really happy with that. That is such a good comeback. All right. Well, there you have it. We'll just go through the box score one time. So look, a bench player, DJ Augustine. 14 points. And then, I mean, Gordon with a big game as well. So Payton and Vooch are usually the two players that score heaps, but when your bench comes on like that, that was really good. See there, plus minus 13 positive. Plus 13 for Vooch, that's really impressive. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for, well, this weekend we begin the second test of the Ashes. Probably not all you American viewers are not going to be like, what the fuck am I talking about? But it's a cricket game. So for all you Aussie and English viewers out there, I'm going to be beginning the second test tomorrow at the Adelaide Oval in the 2017-2018 Ashes series. Also this weekend, Madden 18 going up against the Panthers in that NFC South divisional rivalry. So that should be a fun match. Unfortunately on the weekend I had an issue with my game capture device and couldn't record the game against the Rams, but we did get a win. So that was a huge bonus as well. So I think it's the first game that we've actually won in that the Saints have lost in real life all season. So, but I must admit, I'd rather lose than the Saints win in real life. So that's that. And then also going up against Sunderland with Reading FC on FIFA 18 on Saturday. So plenty of content to come over the weekend. Hope you guys stay tuned. Hope you enjoyed today's comeback. Definitely one of the highlights of the season so far on 2K.